10 celebrities who started foundations to make a change.
Celebrities who started foundations to make a change. These famous people have supported critical causes including homelessness, LGBTQ+ rights, and global access to clean water by using their platforms and influence to aid those in need. 1. Michael J. Fox. Prior to disclosing his diagnosis in 1998, Michael J. Fox received his initial Parkinson's diagnosis back in 1991. He formally retired from acting in 2020 after a great career that included legendary parts on Spin City, Back to the Future, and Family Ties. Fox is still concentrating on the Michael J. Fox Foundation, a non-profit organization he helped found in 2008 in the search for a cure for Parkinson's disease. He told AARP the magazine for their December 2021 to January 2022 issue, "We developed what has become this massive network of patients, scientists, and institutions." 2. Cyndi Lauper. In 2008, True Colors United, formerly known as the True Colors Fund, was co-founded by Cyndi Lauper. The organization strives to put into practice new solutions to juvenile homelessness that focus on the specific realities of LGBTQ young people. The organization works to advocate in government and media to help ensure critical funding and services for all youth, and create opportunities for youth who have experienced homelessness to be key leaders in the effort to end the problem, as well as provide free training and resources on how to meet the needs of LGBTQ youth experiencing homelessness. In response to the Supreme Court ruling that Roe v. Wade should be overturned earlier this year, Lauper increased her efforts this month and established the Girls Just Want to Have Fundamental Rights Fund. According to an October 11th exclusive by People, the fund would assist organizations defending the right to abortion and reproductive health care. The poignant message, which is emblazoned on a t-shirt made available for the fund's debut, was originally seen on protest posters at the first Women's March in Washington, D.C. Lauper's new organization was developed in collaboration with the Tides Foundation. 3. Alicia Keys. After visiting South Africa and witnessing the effects of HIV/AIDS firsthand, singer Alicia Keys co-founded Keep a Child Alive in 2003. Keys traveled to the nation with MTV as part of their Staying Alive initiative when she was 20 years old. She would go to clinics where women were either expecting or had just had children who had HIV or AIDS. In 2019, Keys told People, "At the time, a lot of mothers didn't realize that if you are positive and breastfeed your baby, your infant will contract it. The mothers merely desired medicine to prolong their lives. As a 20-year-old, I became conscious of the injustice for the first time at that point. How is something available, but you can't have it because you're poor? I wondered. I simply thought that was a sentence to death. That's what infuriated and inspired me. I was never the same after I returned." The charity specializes on dealing with communities affected by HIV/AIDS and offers support, treatment, and preventative services, according to the organization's website. They also support mother and child health, promote sexual and reproductive health and rights, give women and young people leadership training, and fight against sexual exploitation and abuse. 4. Dolly Parton. The Dollywood Foundation's Imagination Library, which supports young children all over the world in learning to read, was introduced by Dolly Parton in 1995. Since then, children in the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, and Ireland have received approximately 200 million books from the Tennessee-based nonprofit. Her father Robert's incapacity to read and write served as inspiration. The Imagination Library was first introduced by Parton in her home county of Sevier, where she was raised. Before receiving the Carnegie Medal of Philanthropy in October, where she was recognized, Parton told People, "That always made me feel horrible about my dad, so I founded it based on that, simply for our area." They expanded it to the entire state because Governor Phil Bredesen believed it was a terrific idea. Since then, it has only grown exponentially, but it originated from a place in my heart where I wanted to attempt to aid kids in learning to read and write when they were young and impressionable. In addition to the Imagination Library, Parton supports families affected by the 2016 Sevier County wildfires by contributing to the Dollywood Foundation's My People Fund, Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine, Vanderbilt University's Pediatric Infectious Disease Research, and the Imagination Library. 5. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant established the Mamba Sports Foundation to offer impoverished areas sports programs that enhance their socio-emotional and physical development. Kobe Bryant's widow, Vanessa Bryant, announced that the foundation would now be known as the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation in honor of both Kobe and their 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, who was also killed in the helicopter crash on January 26 along with 7 other people. This announcement came after Kobe's tragic death in 2020. The foundation also funds sports initiatives that give young women equal chances, as well as players' participation in school or league teams. The Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation Skills Academy. The The foundation's first basketball camp was held at the Ladera Sports Center in Orange County, California, on October 2nd and 3. According to their website, they collaborated with the Boys and Girls Club to welcome kids between the ages of 11 and 13 of all skill levels. According to the website, Kobe and Jiggy wanted to create a world where young women had equal opportunity to follow their aspirations via athletics. By supporting initiatives that forward their vision, the foundation pays tribute to their legacy. 6. Lady Gaga. Along with her mother Cynthia Germanotta, who currently leads the organization, Lady Gaga co-founded the Born This Way Foundation. Born This Way promotes diversity and supports young people's mental health through youth-led conversations, high-impact programs, and smart collaborations. The organization's 10th anniversary since its foundation in 2012 was commemorated this year. The foundation seeks to make compassion popular, legitimize young people's emotions, and reduce the stigma surrounding mental health. 7. Matt Damon. Matt Damon and Gary White established Water.org in 2009 with the goal of bringing water and sanitation to the world. The work of the organization, which has affected millions of lives in 11 countries. Today, more than 50 million people around the world can turn on a tap and safely use a toilet because small, affordable loans empowered them to get access to safe water and sanitation at home. The Worth of Water, Our Story of Chasing Solutions to the World's Greatest Challenge. The book that the two authors published earlier this year is about their efforts. After traveling to Zambia in 2006, where he accompanied a girl on a water collection, Damon said that the experience opened my eyes and gave him the idea to focus on improving access to clean water. In an interview with Time earlier this year, he said, "She was talking about her future and what she was going to do. And I really connected because I remember being a teenager and the way Ben and I talked about how we were going to move to New York or to become actors and that real excitement of that age. And it wasn't until I had already left that I understood that, had someone not had the foresight to build a well a mile from her house, she wouldn't have been enrolled in school or desired to eventually live in a large city and work as a nurse." 8. Rachel Ray. One of the numerous headgear Rachel Ray dons is a chef's toque. She established the Rachel Ray Foundation in 2016, a private organization that is entirely supported by sales of her Nutrish pet food line. The foundation backs projects that are important to Ray, such as aiding disadvantaged animals. The RRF finances groups across the country that fight to better the lives of shelter animals and other animals in need. Additionally, the foundation provides funding for disaster relief activities and emergency situations where assistance for animals is urgently needed. YEMO, a 501c3 nonprofit affiliated with the host of The Rachel Ray Show, empowers kids and their families to create healthy relationships with food and cooking through 3 core initiatives: cook, feed, and fund. YEMO collaborates with RRF. As she described in a People article from May, Ray's charitable efforts took her to Ukraine, where she spoke with children and brought a box truck stocked with first aid equipment to travel directly to the front lines. 9. Prince Harry and Meghan. Days after stepping down as senior royals on March 31st, Harry and Meghan revealed the name of their charity in April 2020. 6 months later, the foundation would unveil its website. 2 years later, Archewell has grown to include 3 branches. The Archewell Foundation, a nonprofit organization whose core purpose is to uplift and unite communities, local and global, online and offline, one act of compassion at a time. Archewell Audio, their audio-first production company responsible for Meghan's podcast Archetypes, and Archewell Productions, which has so far announced their docuseries Heart of Invictus in collaboration with Netflix. The Aspen Institute, Center for Humane Technology, Global Citizen, UCLA Center for Critical Internet Theory, and World Central Kitchen are just a few of the organizations the foundation has associated with. 10. Chance the Rapper. Chicago native Chance the Rapper established Social Works with the goal of empowering kids via the arts, education, and civic involvement. The New Chance Arts and Literature Fund, Open Mic, Warmest Winter, Kids of the Kingdom, and My State of Mind are the 5 projects that the organization has supported since 2016. Warmest Winter helps with homeless people and offers resources and assistance through events, services, and donations. My State of Mind is a mental health resource that links people to wellness experts and programs. By awarding funds to principals, the New Chance Arts and Literature Fund has made a difference inside the Chicago public school system. The fund has so far collected more than $5 million. High school kids can showcase their abilities at Open Mic, a monthly event presented in collaboration with the Chicago Public Library. Kids of the Kingdom is a faith-based summer day camp that was founded in 1978 with a concentration on the performing and literary arts.